guys, Turin here. I'm back with a new video series. I'm calling it my 2023 NPC Nationals weekly check-in series. If you guys haven't watched my previous video, go ahead and check that out. But basically, last week I announced that I was starting my prep for the 2023 NPC National Championships. This time around, I really want to do a better job showing my progress from start to finish, for better, for worse. This is something that I hope will be informational to the people who watch this. And, hopefully this will be beneficial for me as well. It's kind of something that will keep me in check. From here on out, I think every Monday I'm going to try to get this video out where we're going to go over my physique and my physical and mental state, any kind of news for the week, and then as well as check in on the computer. We'll look at my spreadsheet, go over my diet, go over the numbers, and see how things are going that way. But anyway, let's just get into it. As far as these physique check-ins are concerned, what you're seeing is basically me in the morning. I'm going to go through my quarter turns and my mandatory poses for men's bodybuilding. So at the start of this prep, I was actually very happy with the state of my physique. I mentioned in the previous video how I thought I really set myself up for success, and kind of looking at the progress videos, I feel like I am at a very good starting point. I am not super lean, I'm still holding fat in the typical areas. This is starting week 2 of 17 right now. So I'm keeping the pace of the diet slow. I'm really trying to focus on holding my muscle for this prep. I think my muscularity, my muscular maturity, my separation are all in a good place, and I know I can bring great conditioning. I just need to be able to hold on to that size till December. A couple little fun things that happened this week. We had the Texas Pro Show this weekend, and as you guys know, I do train at the original Metroplex. I went to go train this weekend, and both Saturday and Sunday I got to meet both the 212 champion at the Texas Pro, Keon Pearson, as well as the Classic Physique winner of that show. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I believe it's Jaehoon, but I got to meet them and I got to take some pretty cool pictures. I was really glad I brought my camera those 2 days, but I got some pretty cool pictures of them, and it was actually pretty motivating, kind of a nice way to cap off the first week of prep. Alright, so that's my physique. That's what I'm looking like for the week. Let's move on to my computer and we'll check on my spreadsheet and we'll see how my diet's looking. Alright, so let's just kind of go over the numbers for the week. As you can see, last week I ended with an average weight of 174.8 pounds, and this week I ended with an average weight of 174.2, which gave me an average loss for the week of negative 0.55 pounds or so. Now this is pretty much exactly what I wanted. I was starting initially for this prep, I wanted to have a rate of loss each week of about 0.5 to a pound of loss a week. I kind of did some calculations and I kind of assumed that around 2,900 calories a day would kind of give me that number, and I was pretty much spot on. But as far as the diet goes, I pretty much kept it at 2,900 calories. Toward the end of the week, I was starting to feel a little bit hungry, and I felt I could bump it up just slightly. As you can see, these past 3 days, I kind of upped my calories by about 100 or so. So far, everything's good. Numbers-wise, I think I could stand to drop my protein a little bit and maybe up my carbs some. I really don't think my protein needs to be this high. I really do think maybe around 200 is about where I want it, but I think getting somewhere between the minimum 180 would be okay, and I'm gonna try not to go over 220, but I think somewhere in the middle, around 200 grams of protein, probably be optimal for me. And I could also probably stand to up my fiber content a little bit to kind of try to ease the hunger creeping in at night. As far as the foods that I'm eating to achieve these numbers, it's basically been the same thing every day. You know, I have my kind of chicken and rice meal every day. I have my yogurt every day. I have my oatmeal every day, my kefir every day, my protein shake. I kind of went over this in my last video, but I try to keep the food content the same for the most part throughout the week. You know, if I get a craving for something, I will throw that in there and kind of switch the numbers around. But for the most part, I do like to keep everything the same. And as far as going into next week, I'm probably going to keep it more of the same. I'm going to hold it steady, probably somewhere between 2,900 and 3,000 calories, and we'll kind of see where the numbers take me. You know, I did get my initial weigh in for the day, and so far, for the day at least, I'm on track for another half pound of loss. If I can kind of just hold these numbers for a while, I should be good to go. And to kind of look at my spreadsheet, I have been doing 0 cardio, and I do plan to keep it this way for as long as possible. If the rate of loss slows down later in the prep and I feel like I'm gonna need it, I may throw the cardio back in, but for now, it's gonna stay at 0. And that's kind of it. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. But tell me, guys, what do you think of this format? What other information would you like in this weekly check-in series? Leave a like, a comment below, and I will see you guys next Monday for the next check-in.